So many of you are familiar with clip sharing as it is. So once you're within and you've found your customer, you can go up to video and video clips. And this is going to bring up all of your shared video clips. Once your clips come up, then you can look at any of these. So any of these, you can go ahead and hover over and you can see the snapshots so you can know what this clip is about. And again, here's one of our problem childs. There he is again. All right, you can see he's got an accomplice here. We've been building a little case against this guy for a while, and we'll be discussing that a little bit more. So the first thing you can do, again, is review your clips that way. If there are any internal notes or people have actually looked at this as an actionable thing, it would also show here as well. If we go ahead and pull up one of these clips, all right, we can see a few things. So I think the first thing we can see is, and I mentioned this earlier, is you can now edit the title of the clip, the public notes to the clip, and the internal notes separately. These used to all be in one screen. It's just a little bit of a segments things, makes it easier. So again, you can change your title. Public notes are things that everybody can view. Internal notes are things that only you and your colleagues or those who have authorization to view could be. So again, it's a very nice way to get the clip, share the clip, but also manage the clip. So we have, again, the same player that everybody is used to is still here. And you can still turn your sharing on and off. Now, one of the things that's new is how many times has this been shared and downloaded? These are summary information, and we'll talk about that a little more. Let's go ahead and look at sharing this clip. I want to share this clip now. The very first thing I'm going to do is put in the email address. So I might want to share this. I may have an outside consultant for HR type issues that I want to talk to. So if I go ahead and send it to that person, all right, we put that in there. When I come off of that, it's not going to recognize that particular person as a user because my outside consultant isn't a registered user into OWS currently. But one of the great new features is that even if somebody's not part of the OWS world now, if you send them an invite for the clip, the first time they come in, they're going to be actually asked to set up their name and a password. And they actually get a guest user account, which allows them to come in and out and just look at the clips that you've set up for them. It's a really, really great way to share these clips with folks who normally don't engage OWS on a regular basis. Okay, so we have that. The next thing that's new with OWS 1.7 in the clip sharing is the fact that we've added an expiration date. Let's go ahead and put that on for the 31st. Now, why have we done this? Two reasons, basically. The first is a lot of clips can be very sensitive. So you really only want to let them up there for public consumption or to be viewed for a certain amount of time. They're sensitive things. The second thing is from a management perspective. If I have asked my attorney, my insurance agent, a couple of my managers to look at a particular incident or a clip, and I place an expiration date on it, it's a nice way for me to say, I need you to do this by this date. And if you don't, if you're late, you're going to not be able to view this clip. You're going to have to call me and say, what do I do? So that's another nice way to manage the experience, but also manage how that clip gets dealt with and keep the urgency behind it. The next box is allow user to download video clip. This has been an option for a while. As a best practice, we don't recommend that you select this. If you're sharing this with outside people, you don't want to interrupt the chain of evidence. There's really no need for somebody to download this clip from the outside world. Now, if this is a training situation and you've shared this with a manager and they want to download it locally so they can take it to their next meeting where there's no internet access, where they couldn't get to their shared clips, that's fine. That's a good use case for downloading a clip. One of the other things that's new to OWS 1.7 is the ability to add text to be included with the email. So now you can put the clip in context. So need to discuss HR options about employee. Okay, so I can put the clip in context before I send it to the person. Once you're done, go ahead and put share. And that's going to go out. Now, what I want you to notice now is we now have a list of everybody we've shared this with. You can see here This is my outside HR consultant, and this is another person I've sent to. Right now, they're showing as guest users. But once they actually get their email and they sign in, then it turns them into actually, I'm the insurance agent. I'm Steve Attorney. Once they go in. Also, once they've come in, the audit trail starts. So you've got the amount of times they've viewed the clip. If you've given them permission to download, you can see the expiration date. And this is per individual person. So this is really very flexible. If, for example, I put an expiration date here of 1/30 for my insurance agent. Let's assume Mr. Insurance Agent was a little lazy and didn't get to the clip, and he calls me and says, I can't view the clip. I can simply go into the shared clip, hit edit for that user, and all I have to do is extend their expiration date. So I can give our insurance agent an extra week, and now that's saved. And now that person has more time to view their clip. So this is a really great piece of flexibility that we've now added into the clip sharing. We're really proud of how all of this works. From the user perspective, when that person receives their clip, all they're going to do is go watch my clip, right? I'm the HR consultant on the outside, or the insurance agent. The very first time they go, they have to put in their first and last name, create a password, and verify and accept terms and conditions. That creates them right then and there as a guest user, and they're into the system, and they can come in and out and watch that clip. Really, really simple. And then the next time you go to share a clip with them, they'll be recognized as a guest user, and they just come in. The only thing they can see is the clip. They don't have the ability to share or the other things that I have on my screen. So really a nice way to manage your clips.